Imagine the heat this prosecutor's fading. National news. I looked this article up on ABC News a few minutes ago. What this is happening in courtrooms to youthful offenders all over the country, all over the world, all the time. And now it's on the national news because it is such a travesty of justice. And this is the kind of event that makes survivors think that it was not worth it to tell. And in fact, that's exactly what these two girls and their families are saying, that it was all for nothing. Now, if I've been elected to a position of trust as the district attorney, you can bet I am going to do everything in my power so that other people don't feel like it was pointless for them to come forward. I'm going to do everything in my power to at least assure them that somebody was willing to stand up for them and do the right thing. You know, we as lawyers, I as a prosecutor had choices to make, and sometimes that choice was hard, and it meant that I could lose. It meant that my job was going to be really, really hard. Yeah, a case against a youthful offender is not a slam dunk. There's always going to be some sympathy for the guy. But look, what he did to these two victims is not worthy of mercy because he was violent and he is a threat to the community. So the danger that he poses to others is far too great to gamble with a 6-month sentence. More than one victim uses violence. Those are two major red flags that tell anyone who's qualified in the work of treatment for sex offenders that this guy poses a threat, that he is a risk to the community. So there are several things about this case that I think are a really big problem. One, a no contest plea was allowed by both the state and the court, should not have been allowed on a sex offender case. Two, that he got 6 months in jail. No, that is not enough time to protect the community. If anything, it only gives this defendant time to infiltrate and to expand his network and to become an even greater threat to the community. Three, that the victims seem unconsulted and ill-informed, not by their own fault, about what was going to take place. And then four, that the DA clearly wasn't willing to try the case. And this is where it comes down to jurors. If you are selected for jury duty, you show up proud. You show up ready to work because the DA's betting that you won't want to, and that's why he gives this plea deal. You show him that you are ready to stand up for these girls. That is your job. We all have a role to play. It's not fun, it's not easy, but it can be very rewarding and it reminds you what it means to be in a community. I want this for you. I've seen it with my eyes. I know it's possible. Let's go. Let's be a good community.